Euro USD, Euro dollar here. So you can see today's been massive. The last 3 days have been massive, but especially today and yesterday. And a lot of it has to do with the dollar index moving down, but it is sitting at, I believe, 103 and could possibly be at its low, which means this probably won't go a ton higher. I could definitely see it. We're going to move these zones here because it did break these. I could see it going to about 110 and then running out of steam there. I mean, if the thing is though, if the dollar index keeps going down, which I'm not sure about that yet, we're just gonna extend these a bit here. Yeah, sorry, if the dollar index keeps going down, it's going to keep pushing this up. However, I do think the euro overall is going to sell off. So between the euro selling off and then if the dollar continues going up instead, if it starts, it continues to go up, then, oops, I got to put 110 in here so we know that it's right. Come on. 110. So yeah, if the dollar keeps pushing up, or returns to pushing up today, the last few days it's been pushing back down, then it's going to, it has an inverse effect on Euro USD here. So whatever the dollar index does, this will do the opposite. And I think just because, if you can see, I mean, it's been super bullish for a long time, but it did come down and touch this moving average. So it has been running out of steam. So we will see what it does for next month. I'd be interested to see what it does at 110 here, which is a major area. You can see there's a ton of liquidity and resistance above 110 here, right around it. So it's got all these wicks in here. So we'll delete this for now. We're gonna see. I'm curious how these are closing on the higher time frame. So depending on how this week closes, I mean, if it closed right now, it would be very bullish and very engulfing. But depending on how it closes by the end of the week will tell us a lot. If it starts selling off after today, let's say today and tomorrow it sells off, and then Friday it ends up, doesn't move a lot, but it ends up lower, and even ends up below these wicks here at all. If it ends up in this zone, that might tell me that it's going to continue downwards next month as well. So I am looking for shorts on this. Probably nothing until the end of next week, maybe. Price is below this 4-hour moving average actually, so I'm surprised about that because it did pull down quite a bit. So if we look at, maybe just curious, yeah, so I mean, this is actually approaching, this could be just pulling back on this this segment of price here. So it had this huge bear move, you can see was way below this moving average, and is pulling back up. So right above 109.53 here, this 618 retracement zone. I'd be curious to see how price reacts in this area, especially to end the month. You can see this moving average is also going to be caught up, so it's going to meet this moving average in this 618 price zone. So it might be turning around right around there. And again, this 110 area is also huge resistance, and that's this yellow line here. So do you think this is going to dramatically change directions? Like, as far as, price from here, it's been straight up and super bullish, but I think it might turn around in this little area here. So we'll keep that in mind. Get rid of that for now, get rid of this. So I think as far as next month goes, I'm still looking for shorts. So we'll delete these for now because these aren't important. Delete this, delete this. So yeah, looking at this daily again, this 110 zone is where I'd be looking for price to head to and then really turn around. So until then, not going to even look for any trades. I'd like to see price come into that zone, probably set my stop here, and then I'm curious what the ATR of this is. So this month it's done about 300 pips, but it usually does just over 400. So we'll say it's still going to do 400. Summer months will be done right away here, so trading should resume back to normal liquidity in the market. So price should start moving its normal monthly movements as far as ranges. So do you think, yeah, I mean, if 110s are high for next month, then roughly 106 is going to be our low. So we'll just adjust these, and then obviously we can reassess when next month actually begins. But this is kind of what we're looking at, and then targeting the full monthly range, 400 pips, which puts us right close to this zone, which would make sense. And then yeah, just obviously waiting for everything to set up. We're gonna see what price does at 110 over here, and then if it continues to change, like if it changes directions, then we'll also watch the dollar index, and we'll just see what it does in this area. And then yeah, we'll start looking for trade entries maybe next week on this, especially because this area has just been so respected. So if this runs out of steam at like 110, I have a lot of faith that this is going to sell off. It's I think even right now it's really just pulling back a little bit. You know, you can see even if price just pulled back, and by pull back I mean pulling back up, on this segment here, I mean that puts us right at this 110, between 110 and like, yeah, between 110 and 111. 111 actually puts us above this 618 zone, so I don't even think it'll make it to that, but you can just see this 50% to 618 zone is so respected. If I delete this other zone that I had made and I just leave this 618 zone between 50% and 618, you can see how much price respects everything. So it's a key sign that things are going to turn around here. You can see on the daily segment here, it's made a lower low, so it broke these. So now, yeah, it could just be pulling back, guys. So I'd be really inclined to sell this once it hits 110. Between 110 and 111 hits this liquidity zone. Let price do its thing until then. It's cool that this is super bullish, you know, the last 3 days, and it's pushing up quickly. But we'll see what it does once it gets into this zone, and I'm excited. So I think I got my alert set for my moving averages. So once price hits this area, starts crossing back over, I'm gonna look for those shorts. So that's my take on Euro USD, and I'll see you in the next one.